It feels like right now, the United States is in the middle of a bunch of uncertainty. I mean, we've got political division, we have a global pandemic, we have what appears to be rising inflation, we have a weird macroeconomic situation going on. So the common question we got was, how do you plan for a stable financial future given the degree of uncertainty that seems to be present in our world right now? Anybody want to field this one first?
I would love to throw in the optimist perspective.
I love it.
As usual, because as I always say, that your perspective on the world just depends on which news you're reading. And if you chuck all that into the garbage can and just look out your window, the world is pretty much the same every day. So your world depends on what you choose to do with your days. And even if you want to be an informed citizen and all that, it doesn't mean you have to stress about like the big problems that are out there, because your personal world is still going to be mostly dictated by whether or not you go for a nice long walk today, and whether you hang out with your friends, and what you buy from the grocery store. And
so Pete, you don't
So
worry that all this uncertainty is going to affect like your investments or your well, I mean, in your case, you've already retired, but your ability
Of course
to
not, JD. That's preposterous. Ever since generations before us have said the exact same thing. Like, oh, now we're really screwed. Like it's been all good so far, but the big doom time is just about to start. But it just keeps going. Like there's always good stuff happening in the world, and there's always bad stuff happening in the world. And if you're lucky enough to be have the choices that many of us do here, you can choose to focus on the good stuff, and your investments are going to do just fine.
Joe?
I think what makes it easier to be optimistic is to decide what you focus on. And if you focus on what you can control, I think it's going to be a lot better. And I think it's easy to have optimism about me and about my personal account. We're over here for EconoMe, not Econo USA. And I think focusing on economy they say there's 3 buckets: what I can control, what I can influence, and what I can neither control nor influence. And most people in America choose to be mad at the news and stuff that they can't control or influence. But if we spend most of our time on that first pot, I think we're going to be much more successful.
Any other thoughts here?
I just like to hop in the optimism train, and I feel like whenever there's challenges, there's opportunity for you to change the game. And like, I can speak for nurses, I feel like there's a lot of opportunity for us to revolutionize healthcare. And so these are things like anytime there's challenges, think of what you can do to affect change in your life personally and for other people.